It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Tomorrow is the third Sunday of Advent, with many Christian and Christian-esque congregations around the world lighting the third Advent candle. Hanukkah ended yesterday, yet its sentiment remains with us. Tomorrow, December 17th, on the ancient Roman calendar, would have begun the Saturnalia celebration, from which many of this season's holiday traditions are influenced by. Originally a 3-day celebration, Saturnalia eventually extended to 7 days, during which all business and work were suspended. During that period, time, thoughts, and activities were focused on commemorating and memorializing the season. And it's winter solstice in just a few days' time, marking the symbolic death and rebirth of the sun. The waning of daylight hours reversing as the sun begins to grow again. For millennia, winter solstice has been a significant time of year in many cultures and has been marked by celebrations, rituals, and festivals. The fact that most traditions of old designated multiple days, even weeks, as holy times for their celebrations, festivals, and contemplations can perhaps help us understand the congenial nature of the seemingly ever-extending Christmas season, much to the ire of some. Christmas decorations in stores and street corners for months before the actual calendar date of Christmas. Radio, television, and internet commercials, even whole stations harking all manner of holiday jingle, let alone the holiday music adorning elevators, grocery stores, and airwaves virtually everywhere we go. Realistically, in the malls and a significant number of store aisles, it began to look a lot like Christmas in September, maybe even August. But now, mid-December, it is in full array. The lengthy and complete saturation of a season that is unabashedly characterized as merry and bright and joyful can be devastatingly long and disheartening to those experiencing grief. Grief due to loneliness, anxiety, or despair. The loss of a loved one, loss of a job, financial insecurity, food insecurity, the loss of a home, a painful and or life-threatening illness, the death of a cherished pet, a relationship breakup, a family in crisis, stress at work or in one's lives. Indeed, there are many things that cause stress and tension, amplified ever more in the glaring brightness of the holidays. Yes, regardless of the circumstances, if we are carrying grief with us, it is often seems heavier and more claustrophobic, more unavoidable, and more sharp and painful when bumping up Christmas's enthusiastic banter and would-be jubilee. The holiday season is simply not easy for everyone, let alone merry, let alone bright. For some, the holidays are a time of great loneliness and sadness. Holidays can be emotional and challenging times, laden with sadness, worry, and fear. Honoring grief, even allowing acceptance for it to exist within this season's joyful, if theatric display, can be a respite, even healing balm to those in need. Yes, the holidays, while filled with light, can create palpable darkness, especially in locations and regions such as the Northeast, where we have the added complication of seasonal affective disorder affecting many, a winter blues or seasonal funk that in and of itself should not be dismissed. Combine that with the manifestation of a post-traumatic-like response to all that the holidays entail. Darkness can seem to swallow up the light. Warding off the darkness, physical, emotional, and mental, is not a new concept. It is an ancient one. Evidence indicating as far back as the Stone Age Neolithic period. Neolithic monuments such as Maeshowe in Scotland and Newgrange in Ireland are built to align with the sunrise on winter solstice. Theories suggest that they were part of ancient religious rituals commemorating the shortest day of the year. And there are many such sites, small and large, around the globe with similar assumed purposes. Stonehenge in England is oriented towards the sunset on winter solstice. Also considered a center for spiritual worship and rituals for the Stone Age people. Its design specified to align on the shortest day of the year, indicating the significance of honoring this season of darkness even then. Perhaps imploring the light to return, perhaps expressing gratitude for the time of rest. Moving forward through time, in the days of ancient Egypt, Egyptians who during solstice decorated their temples and homes with evergreens and wreaths. Forward a little more to cultures who in their worship of trees also giving special attention in winter to the symbolic nature of the evergreen plant life that did not die from year to year, as the deciduous trees seem to. Celtic Druids who decorated evergreens at Yule with items most dear to them, and the Scandinavians, the Vikings who first brought the trees inside in wintertime, and the Saxons who placed candles upon the branches. To the Christians and Jewish adaptation and absorption of such rituals into this holiday season. Nature's timeline, greenery, and light are all key elements to virtually all wintertime holy days, religious, spiritual, and secular alike. Whether centered on solstice or lunar cycles, whether in the name of a revered holy one or miracle, whether accompanied by white lilies, poinsettia, mistletoe, wreaths on front doors, garlands on banisters, candles on trees, in windows or menorahs. There is light everywhere the eye can see during this time of darkness.